It was really important for me to travel up to New Jersey and talk to some of my constituents. I talked with federal workers scared about what comes next. And what I heard over and over and over again is this sense that they are being taken for granted.
We can do things during the shutdown that are irreversible, that are bad for them and irreversible by them, like cutting vast numbers of people out.
Who are these federal workers Trump wants so badly to be rid of? Federal employees work in the executive, legislature, and judicial branches of the U.S. government. They are civilians, and they are members of the military. They work for the FBI, TSA, CDC, USAID, USPS, VA, ATC. They are investigators, administrators, astronauts, engineers, educators, doctors, lawyers, researchers, park rangers, officers. And in a shutdown, they don't get paid.
You know, those men and women that work every day, they come to work, they're still going to come to work. But, you know, their bill collectors don't want to hear when your rent is due or your mortgage is due or you need food to eat. Those collectors don't want to hear that you're in a shuttle.
Like the shutdown for me is kind of like the latest piece in this nonsensical symphony that's affected federal workers.
You guys had the 5 things you did this week? Did you guys have to do that? How did that make you feel that you had to?
For me, it made me feel like an enemy. And I would say that's how I felt the whole year.
And it's a shame because, you know, now to have a government job is a bad thing because, you know, this administration and Elon Musk.
What goes on through your mind when when you see the White House talking about shutdown's going to allow them to do mass firings?
I'm scared to death.
You know, I've talked to some federal employees that even went places and gotten threats and stuff like that. You know, from the MAGA base.
I think that's the sinister plan in all of this. Is to scare federal employees enough to where they will leave. You know, I think our jobs, I know Dave does a great job of it in his position, is to educate our people that, you know, some things are worth the fight. 2019, we shut down because of a wall that we knew was never getting built. Mm-hmm. You know, and it was 35 days over something that was trivial. This is important this time. We're talking about something being taken away that people need every day, healthcare.
I had this powerful experience the other day. I was literally just doing some grocery shopping and someone stopped me here in Jersey, and they stopped me and they said that they worked for the government. I won't say which department to try to protect them, but they said that they felt so scared about being targeted that they actually ended up registering as Republican in case that someone did a search.
I have seen the uptick in political violence in the last several months, and it feels like it's an ongoing trend. And you know, with all of the disinformation that's going on, especially now around the shutdown, you know, that's our safety at risk as well.
We just had it with the CDC. A shooter shoot at the CDC.
That's true.
I don't want to go to anybody's funeral as the MVP of this district. None of my leaders' funerals because of this administration.
When I grew up, service was a good thing. It was an honorable thing, right? It was noble. People were like, "Oh, thank you for serving the government and looking out." And now I'm worried about the next generation. You know, just like young people right now, what do they see? You know, not just the instability of the job and worry about potentially getting, fired or laid off, but also just how they're perceiving it. It's I worry that, we're going to have long-term repercussions of less interest and enthusiasm in public service for a whole host of reasons, right? Our federal workers, they are the steady hand at the wheel. All this chaos, all this anxiety that we feel right now, it's overwhelming. And it's because our politics are out of control. So how do we try to fix this? My answer is public servants, they're just trying to do the work of the country. They're not looking for the glory. They're just proud to serve.